Once upon a time, the gods in heaven gathered to determine the fate of the island of Java. The island of Java, which at that time was inhabited by many living creatures, turned out to be tilted. The gods intended to make the island to be not tilted. At that meeting, they then decided to build a large and high mountain in the middle of Java as a counterweight. As a result, they agreed to move Mount Jamur-Dipa in the South Seas to a flat area located on the border of Sleman Regency and Magelang Regency.
However, in the area where Mount Jamur-Dipa would be placed, it turned out that there were two masters who were making magic keris, named Empu Rama and Empu Pamadi. These two masters were known to have high supernatural powers. The king of the gods, Batara Guru, then sent Batara Narada and Dewa Penyarikan, along with a number of bodyguards from the Kayangan, to advise the two masters to immediately move to another place, so they would not be crushed by the mountain that would be placed in that area.
Arriving in that place, the messenger of the god immediately approached the two masters who were busy forging a piece of iron. The supernatural powers of the two masters were then witnessed by Batara Narada and Dewa Penyarikan when they forged red-hot iron parts with their hands and tykes. Their fists were like extremely hard steel hammers.
Sorry, Empu, we, the messengers of the god, would like to talk with the two of you. The two masters immediately stopped their work and then invited the two messengers of the gods to sit down.
What's the matter? Is there anything I can help you with?
We came here to convey the god's request to Empu.
What is that? Hopefully we can fulfill that.
Batara Narada also explained the god's request to the two masters. After hearing that explanation, they immediately rejected it. They felt that the god's request was very heavy.
Forgive us. I don't mean to refuse the god's request, but you need to know that making a magical keris cannot be done carelessly, including moving from place to place.
But masters, the situation is very urgent. If you don't immediately move from here, this island of Java will become increasingly slanted.
Batara Narada is right, Empu. We are also willing to find a better place for the two of you.
Even though they had been promised a better place, the two masters still did not want to move from that place. Sorry, we cannot fulfill that request. If we move when this work is not finished, then the keris we are making will not be as good as expected. Besides, there is still a lot of flat land that is better for placing Mount Jamur-Dipa.
Master Narada and Dewa Penyarikan, who were starting to lose patience, were forced to threaten the two masters to immediately move from that place.
Oh, Empu Rama and Empu Pamadi, don't force us to evict you from this place. The two masters were not afraid of this bluff because they felt that they were carrying out a task that had to be completed. Because both parties remained firm in their respective stances, a dispute eventually occurred between them. The two masters remained undaunted even though who they were facing was the messengers from the gods. With their supernatural powers, they were ready to fight to defend that place. No doubt, a fierce battle was inevitable. Even though they were surrounded by two gods and their armies, the two masters managed to win the fight. Batara Narada and Dewa Penyarikan, who lost in the fight, immediately flew to heaven to report to Batara Guru.
Mercy, Batara Guru. We failed to persuade the two masters. They are very powerful. Hearing this report, Batara Guru became angry. Those two masters are really stubborn. They must be taught a lesson.
With his supernatural powers, Batara Narada and Dewa Penyarikan immediately blew up the mountain. Batara Narada blow, which was like a hurricane, managed to blow Jamur-Dipa that it was floating in the sky and then fell right into the fireplace of the two masters. The two masters who were there were also crushed by Mount Jamur-Dipa and died instantly. According to the story, the spirits of the two masters then became the guardians of the mountain. Meanwhile, the fireplace where the two of them made the magic crest turn into a crater. Because the crater was originally a heart, the gods changed the name of the mountain